the word of the Lord, presumably Yahweh, right, which came unto Zephaniah, a temporary incursion of Scythians, Gog and Magog, into southwestern Asia in the year 627 BCE, led the grim prophet Zephaniah to imagine that the day of doom for all nations was at hand. He had nothing constructive to offer, and his dire expectations were unfulfilled, but they gave rise to some effective poetry in which much use was made of that device of cumulative iteration, which is one of the outstanding features of Hebraic verse. Now, was he a false prophet, or did the transmission over the centuries not preserve it? The word of God is a noun and verb that came into Tpunya, the son of Cushi, the son of Gedaliah, the son of Amariah, the son of Hezekiah, and the days of Yesiah, the son of Ammon, the son of Yehuda. I will utterly consume all things. I will utterly consume all things from off the land, saith God, as a noun and verb. I will consume man and beast. I will consume the fowls of the heaven and the fishes of the sea and the stumbling blocks with the wicked. And I will cut off man from off the land, saith God, as noun and verb. I will also stretch out mine hand upon Yehuda and upon all the inhabitants of Jerusalem. I will cut off the remnant of Baal from this place. So, no more worshiping God no more worshiping a Lord, Son of God, basically, or other household lords, And the name of the Kamarim with the priests and them that worship the host of heaven upon the housetops. So, no stars, no angels, don't worship that stuff. And them that worship and swear by God as noun and verb, and that swear by Malcolm, and them that are turned back from God as noun and verb, and those that have not sought God as noun and verb, nor inquired for him. Hold thy peace at the presence of God as noun and verb, for the day of God as noun and verb is at hand. For God as noun and verb hath prepared a sacrifice. He hath bid his guests, and it shall come to pass in the day of God as noun and verb's sacrifice, probably like the 10th of the year or something like that, that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. Well, there were multiple sacrifice days, but or the 10th of the 12th month, or in the 7th month, or is the same day. In the same day also will I punish all those that leap on the threshold, which fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith God as noun and verb, that there shall be noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. Howl, ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off. Well, the middle of the first month, but the Day of Atonement is the bigger one, and that's listed as in the 7th month. It's celebrated in the 7th month. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles, and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, God as noun and verb will not do good, neither will he do evil. Therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. The great day of God is noun and verb is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. The voice of the day of God is noun and verb. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against God as noun and verb, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of God as a noun and verb's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Gather yourselves together. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of God as noun and verb come upon you, before the day of God as a noun and verb's anger coming upon you. Seek ye God as noun and verb, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of God as noun and verb's anger. For God as a noun and verb shall be forsaken, and Ashkelon a desolation, and they shall drive out Ashdod at the noonday, and Ekron shall be rooted up. Woe unto the inhabitants of the sea coast, the nation of the Cherithim. The word of God as noun and verb is against you, O Canaan, the land of the Palestiniim. I will even destroy thee, that there shall be no inhabitant, and the sea coast shall be dwellings and cottages for shepherds and folds for flocks, and the coast shall be for the remnant of the house of Yehudah. They shall feed thereupon. Isn't the Puna the book that mentions the vampires? So we'll see if that's included in the selection